Hey girls, I know no one's on yet, but we're just going to get started right away because most of you are going to watch the playback of this anyway. I know a lot of them are waiting. They're like waiting, so someone will be on instantly probably.
Sure, we're talking to ourselves.
I know. This is how it always goes though. Even you and Brenda are like,
oh.
Anyway, so do you want to just get started or just wait? Oh, two people.
Sure.
Oh, let's see. Hey, Katie. I can't actually see that far away. I must have bad eyesight.
Okay. Well.
Oh, Vicky. Hello. Hey, everyone. There they go.
There we go. They're showing up. Spreading like wildfire.
Yeah.
Well, hey, guys. I'm Dave.
Hey.
If you haven't seen me before, I'm the CTO at Maëlle, and I work with Brittany's husband, Caleb, who is one of the best human beings ever, and probably the best engineer I've ever seen. He's right up there with Andre. They're pretty close. I ride their coattails. But I'm responsible for the technology, and I know some things about the company and where we're going. I don't know everything, but we're here to try to answer some questions. And if I don't know the answer or I don't say the answer, it's not because I don't love you guys. I don't have all the information all the time. And I don't know what I'm supposed to say and what I'm not supposed to say, so don't take advantage of me. Brittany's trying to log in to be able to read the questions.
Not even logging in at all. Look, see, log in.
What the?
I don't know. All right, we'll just look at it this way. It's fine. Hi, Chris. This is not Chris. This is Dave.
I'm Dave. I am Chris's brother, though, so we share some resemblance.
Okay, you guys can go ahead and start asking any questions you have. Actually, will you give like a little blurb about anything first?
About anything? Sure.
I mean, about the website and that kind of stuff. Is there anything you want to tell us?
It's coming along really well. We're really excited. You've probably looked over Caleb's shoulder and seen a few things.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
But I for one think that our what we call our pre-launch site that's out there right now for people to build teams looks really pretty, and it's minimalist, but it's functional for the purposes, and it doesn't hold a candle to what we're doing. Our design team has done a great job, and yeah, we're just really excited about it. And yes, I will be at the Utah meetup.
Kaylin, she'll be there too. She's
yes,
very excited.
I talked with her the other day. So.
I'm sure she'll have lots of questions. She says she has lots of questions for the whole staff.
Awesome.
Any new news, Stephanie?
Any new news? Yes, I don't know what qualifies as news though. Again, from the technology side, we're cranking along. We've got most of our integrations built, so we're talking to all the services that we'll integrate with as a platform, including the one that gets you all paid. And we are very, very happy with how they have it set up.
Can you tell us who that will be?
I don't know that I can.
I've asked Caleb like a billion times, and he's like, I don't know if I can. I don't know.
Yeah,
so,
I'm in the same boat. We did finalize the contract with them, so I imagine we could. Maybe we'll do a follow-up.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Tell us how many producers will launch. What does that mean?
By producers, do you mean mentors or?
Alicia, tell us what you mean by that. I'm gonna try to get on here and see if I can. These questions are coming faster than I can.
If you want, you can log in as me. Can I see this, or do I have to be in your
because
group?
you have to be in the group.
See, I'm not cool like you guys. Yes, there are plans for mobile app, but it probably won't materialize until early next year at the earliest, early to mid next year. In the meantime, though, the store and the actual platform, business center, and those kind of things will be mobile friendly, really mobile friendly. So it'll feel like a native mobile app is our goal, and so far we're doing a pretty good job. As far as kit dates, if you're not going to the event, I do not have that information for you, but maybe we can get that as a follow-up. I think some of the logistics are still being worked out, especially between the US and the UK. So
they said that they would be mailed out October 31st.
Okay. Well, there you go.
They said that in the public call.
More than me.
But they, I don't know when you'll actually receive them. I just know when they'll be mailed out.
Yeah. I don't know the shipping method on that, but I'd imagine it's pretty quick. All our shipping for our products and stuff going from the store should be pretty fast. Oh, products. Yes, products.
What products will we have at launch?
I can't tell you that one, but we will know better, and it'll circulate like wildfire after the event tomorrow night, because the venerable Roz Simmons will be in town, and everyone will be picking her brain. And I think they've got that list mostly finalized. They might not release it until next month, though.
Do you guys have any questions about the website?
Technology is my
really
specialist.
know anything about the products and stuff like that. It's just the website.
Well, I know,
and I know a lot of
things. I just don't know what to talk about.
I know what you're saying. So, things like, do you guys have any questions about things like? I'm trying to think now.
How many products will launch?
Oh yeah, that's what he just answered.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe it's about everything that they've released. Maybe one or two more. Tomorrow's event be on Facebook Live. That's a great question. I don't know for sure if it will or not, but I think it should be.
So I'm sure someone will be doing it on Facebook Live.
At least someone will be doing it, but I'll talk with the staff here and see if someone wants to volunteer their phone and expertise.
So, Susanna, I just barely asked Chris this. When people order on October 10th, is it just products that are in the kit that will be for sale, pre-sale? He didn't answer because we came.
Was I interrupted?
Yeah.
And I don't know actually.
I don't know either. I think that it will be all of our initial products.
Yeah, it'll be definitely the store will have all our initial products, unless there were.
But for pre-launch, she's saying October 10th.
Oh, yeah. It should be. The store should be fully operational. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't have something on there. All right.
I closed it on accident, but I think I figured out what I did wrong.
All right.
Okay. All right. Answer some more and I'll.
Okay, I'll try and keep pace. Yes, eventually, what will the website offer offer to customers outside of products? We will have product information and demonstration. We have big plans for it long term. Eventually, we'll get a company blog going. I don't know how soon that is on the roadmap, but there will be a lot of different ways for customers to interact and also learn more about their mentors. And hopefully, my goal is to create a very simple but sophisticated platform for you to stay in touch with your customers and be able to reach out to them as needed without spamming them too much. We always want to be careful of that. But reach out to them, make sure they're stocked, make sure they know about new products coming out, and build the relationships, right? This business is based on all you mentors and your relationships with your customers, so we want to help build that up any way we can. Is there a way to offset your downline more? I'm not sure I follow that, Corey. Can you elaborate? Oh, you want to see who's under you better in the back office. Yes, the back office that we show now, again, we didn't expect quite as many people to sign up, right? Initially, we built the anticipation marketing site, or the pre-launch site for about 1,000 people by October. So the fact that we're already at 3,000, some of those things don't scale. We will have much better tools for you to visualize and see your people and see how they're doing and be able to manage your team that way. Can we personalize our website in terms of adding info about us, like a bio? Yes, that is in the roadmap. I don't know that will be there initially when we launch. With things like that, there's always concerns about making sure people are always putting good, friendly, on brand, on ethical comments on there. So we will get that figured out, but it's just a matter of when.
I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Is there a plan for an annual convention of some sort?
Yes. Oh yes, definitely. We love conventions. That's all we want to do, right? Okay. That's my goal, is just to end up going to all the conventions and hanging out with all the mentors.
Did you already answer this? What will the website offer our customers besides?
Yes, I did talk to that.
I just tried to tell where. Yeah. Will we be able to search a mentor by name or just zip code?
Yes, you will be able to search by name, as well as some other details. We're still working through kind of how that works and the logic behind it. But we definitely, the pre-launch site, we kept things very minimal for a number of reasons, but we want people to find you very easily and be sure that they're finding the correct you. So we're going to have a whole slew of options to help get people to your store. Which is good. I see that.
I know. When will we see the new website?
You will see it before launch. The dates are still being worked out. We're going to have a kind of a system cutover coming up in the future, to which we move everything to the platform rather than kind of our standalone pre-launch site. And then when we do that, we'll be able to start kind of opening up the store, and part of the plan is to put together some training material too, so that October 10th at midnight, or whenever that go live second, and all of you are waiting to hit refresh and get in there, that you'll know what you're getting into, and you'll know what customers are going to see as well. So,
what kinds of things will be in our back office? That's kind of a broad.
That is a broad question. That is a great question. Starting out, at minimum, it's going to be similar tools that we have there. We're also going to provide kind of industry common things to show where you are throughout the month, and to be able to manage your team. Again, like most things, especially the back offices. Once we get the store up and running, the back office is really where we'll focus a lot, because the store shouldn't change too much. The products will change, the theme will change, but the back office, we will spend a lot of our engineering resources just coming up with new ways for you to see where you're at, how you could do better, what days are better, if you ran an ad, how was that ad successful? I mean, we've got a million ideas of how to give you all the tool and the feedback to grow your business and have fun with it too. I mean, that's all of us from the engineering side. We're, as Brittaney will attest, we're all geeks, right? We're all nerds. We love building good product, and so the tools for you mentors is where all the excitement is. So we're rushing really hard on all this other stuff so we can focus on you guys.
Will there be a mobile app?
Yes, but not until sometime next year. We'll keep you all posted though as we go, and we might have some small mobile apps to help facilitate some of the things. But our goal is to have 100% of the functionality like a native app on your browser, so that no matter what, even if you had a mobile app and the app died, or you jump on someone else's phone, you're going to get the same awesome experience that you would on the actual device, or on the actual browser of whatever device you're on.
I, for some reason, don't see all of those. I only see up to this point, but it says, I know you went over that, but maybe suggestion more than a question. Could we see a counter of how many active mentors we have, as well as how many in total? We need a realistic number in our team rather than a total that have ever joined our team. I
Absolutely.
agree with that.
Help me remember this. Let's talk with the team right after, because we want to get that out sooner rather than later. We do have, like we said, a bunch more. That dashboard right now is a little bit light because we've been so focused heavily on building out for kind of the bigger size that we're seeing. But we want to get you those tools, so that's a great suggestion, and we'll get on it.
Okay, now I'm up to date here. Will we have a company email?
Like an assigned email address?
I think so. I think that's what they're asking. I already just set up one.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be best if you manage it yourself so you have control over it. Down the road, though, communication is a really big thing that we're looking at, and I don't see any reason why some sort of company email or company messaging strategy for any channel, whether it's email or text or whatever, would be off the table. So it's not planned now, but it definitely is not off the table. We're gonna, as we roll out and we get our systems up and people kind of operating, we're gonna start setting up channels for you all to give us feedback to, and potentially offer up features that we're looking at doing or solutions we're looking to put together, and then you guys can vote on it too, and show us what you really want, what you really need, because we're lucky enough to have Brittaney, who is an arm's length away from the platform team, but we want to hear from everybody and know what people are doing that works, that doesn't work, and what we could give you to help you work better.
Will the website have a facility to kind of communicate with our teams through our back office?
Yes. We don't know quite what that's going to look like yet. It might not be there from day one, partially because we know people are using kind of Facebook groups, I think, because of what you're doing right now, right? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of good tools for managing those kind of things, but definitely down the road, especially as you get big teams. I mean, you're all going to go out and kill it, hopefully, and have 1,000 levels deep and 2,000 people wide. That would be awesome. As you get to that size, it's going to be a little more difficult for everybody joining a team to communicate and be together on it. So we want to provide you good tools for that. But in the meantime, as needed, set up teams, set up groups, and keep each other going, support each other.
Can we have a go live countdown?
Ooh, That is a great idea. I think we should absolutely get that on there. That's another thing we'll go talk with the team about.
Okay. You mentioned the site would be designed with a mobile-first philosophy. Does that mean that it'll feel more like an app when being accessed from a mobile device? Also, what cybersecurity initiatives do you have in place to protect not only our customers but the mentors?
Sonia, I love that question. I love that you're thinking ahead on that, especially that cybersecurity.
Yeah, Sonia's a thinker.
She knows what's up.
Yeah.
So yes, it does mean mobile first means you build everything so that it works and it works really well and it's really sleek on mobile devices. Brenda, who I think a lot of you know, her husband Andre is the best front end engineer I've ever worked with, and he cares very passionately about that. So that will definitely be at the foremost. And ideally, in my experience, I've run a couple different teams, including a consulting shop that did specialized on mobile. I generally shoot for saying, all the major platforms and the mobile web app all look very similar. Sometimes you got to follow the trends of the actual device to give you what you're used to. But in the end, you should be able to interchangeably use any device or any mobile browser, and to be able to work together.
Will we get paid in real time for pre-orders? I just asked Chris this, and he said to tell you they're working on that, and they don't have an official answer yet. So
yes, to augment that, we definitely want that to happen. There's some things we have to do to make that happen, and whether it's immediately right off the bat or even a little bit, we're going to see a lot of traffic from day one, right? So we just want to make sure if we give you that guarantee, it's going to be there. But that is the ultimate goal, and hopefully very quickly.
I don't know if you actually know this, but will there be a monthly kudos for customers? Meaning a monthly special.
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know that.
Yeah,
but I think there should be.
Will there be an online chat option? To get any questions answered instead of just emailing.
Yes, definitely. Eventually, we run a very light team at the moment, right? Focusing on all the areas that we need to, but especially as we get up and running, customer success is going to be probably the biggest department. Just customer success, and that means both mentors and customers shopping from your stores. We want to get them answers as quick as possible, so that will definitely be ramping up even over the next month or two before launch. We're going to see a lot of kind of hires in that area.
Is everything on schedule for launch?
Yes, at least as far as I know.
Okay, what changes can we expect for our mentor back office come launch? Any changes?
Yes, definitely changes. I can't get too much into the details on it, but again, it should be very exciting anything you've grown accustomed to from maybe other companies that you've come from, or even other services that you use that give you kind of insight into who's shopping in your store, or when your last sale was, or how you're progressing through the month, all those kind of things. We want to give you those in very very simple, so it's easy to parse, but very rich formats, whether it's some sort of gauge showing you how close you are to the next level, or how many downlines you need, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I see Kat saying, "Spill it, Dave." That's as much as I can say. But we will get it to you shortly. I mean, we're only 2 months out, so we are almost there.
Really, and in October's coming fast.
Yeah.
Can we personalize our website in terms of being able to add information about us, like a bio?
Yes, that definitely is in the plan. I don't know that will be there from day one. We kind of talked about that before. Just because there's always got to be a level of content review, so someone doesn't sign up and put something terrible on there, or bash us, something like that. We want to keep it classy. As I think you coined the term, and Roz picked up and ran with it.
No, it wasn't me. I think it was Brenda.
Was it Brenda? Okay,
I'm pretty sure it was Brenda. Yeah.
So we want to make sure we keep it classy. So anytime you display input from anyone who signs up, you just got to make sure that you review it and keep things looking good.
Can people pay through the website?
Yes. And we are also tracking and on track to do Apple Pay from the website using the new just recently released web kit that they provided. Our guys have been very excited about that. So the checkout process should be very slick, including options for people to safely and securely store your card. Going back to Sonia's question, I totally got sidetracked because we're just running along and I'm seeing all these questions come through. Cybersecurity is a very, very important aspect to us. We have our ops engineers who will be responsible for securing the infrastructure, the technology, right? Everything that we house in our warehouses and our servers, those kind of things, all following best practices. We'll also start working with third-party providers to do threat analysis and detection to make sure we're keeping up with all the latest and no one can breach us. But then we've also made some very strategic partnerships so that people will be able to have a stored card option for checking out, right? So they don't have to key in their credit card every time. But we actually don't store that information ourselves. We don't have access to it ourselves. It's stored off on a third-party financial district, heavily encrypted, heavily protected, and very well-trusted provider, so that you know that not only are we keeping your information safe, but they're keeping your financial information safe.
Okay, cool. What will the website offer our customers besides products? Will there be blog info or ingredients information, or will we be responsible for giving that to them?
In the end, I think you always want to look at it that you're going to be responsible for it, because at some level you want to control the narrative. But there will be, we eventually want to do a blog. There will be ingredient information up there. It may not be there right at the beginning, just because we have to go through so much content and translation for at least 2 different languages. But yeah, there will be a lot of different content. And as we open it up and grow it in the future, we also want to do things like tutorials on how to use the makeup, links to related resources, all of that kind of fun stuff.
Sorry, I'm sifting through. Do you see any right there that you can answer?
Let's see.
I missed a lot of these.
Did we miss some?
Well, no, I mean, it was coming up in a weird order, so a lot of them I'd already gone over.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of them in there.
Okay.
Google Pay is not slated right now. It's not that we don't love Google. In fact, we very much love Google. But we will get that on there for sure as well. Where they don't have quite the same APIs, programming interface that Apple just released. That's why we have Apple Pay from the web already embedded. But usually if one of the 2 major giants releases a feature, they're going to answer back with something else. So we'll get that on there. PayPal will also be coming. I know lots of people are desiring that, and we will have that set up.
Will customers have an account to log into once they've ordered so they can track things they've ordered or their host rewards if relevant? Did we clarify the length of time people get to spend host rewards? We have not clarified that yet.
We have not clarified that yet. We will be going over that this week, especially with Roz in town, just to really kind of nail down the details and make sure we're taking care of you guys. That's important from us, from the engineering team. We love our mentors, right? That's one of our slogans that we throw around a lot. What was the first question?
Will customers have their own account?
Yes, they will. Customers, well, it depends. Customers will have the option of creating an account, when they go to checkout or even after they check out. But some people like to shop anonymously, and it's a common pattern to say, hey, just check me out. I don't want to give you, I'm already giving you my address and my email address and contact details so the package gets there. But we will give them the option to create an account. And if they come back later and decide to create an account, we actually have a step that can allow them to, track previous order history. Because in the end, we want everyone to come back and shop. That's the plan.
Will there be limitations on how much of each product we can order or pre-order? I've heard about concerns in my team from previous companies that allowed unlimited purchases and products got sold out the minute it launched.
Yes, that is a major dilemma, especially when you have so many excited, awesome mentors like all of you. I can't speak to the inventory and supply, the supply and demand aspect, just because that's not my bread and butter. I don't want to say too much about it, but I do know that that has been one of our major focuses. I mean, obviously the product line has to be solid, but having Roz and seeing our prototypes early on in the year, we knew we were going to be solid on that front. It was just a matter of which products do we launch with and how do we get up and running. The numbers, right, were 3 times the numbers we thought we'd be by launch. today. So who knows? It might be 5 times as many mentors than we expected initially. So we've ramped up production. There will be, yes, we're still working through it. I don't know how much I can say, but in the end, one of our goals is to always make sure that you guys are able to sell and make money, and be able to turn around the products really quick, and also keep your customers happy in the event that there is an outage. Again, I don't think, from everything I've heard, I don't think that it's expected. But if it does happen, we want to make sure that doesn't impede your business. Did I skirt that question well enough?
Yeah, I think it sounded good, but for some reason, it's not letting me see anymore, so.
Well, I probably got to jump back to it in
Yeah.
a little bit, but let's see if we get anything else.
Something about.
If you're starting a foundation or a charity, we definitely do want to do something like that. There's been a lot of discussion around that. Can we order thirst pens, notebooks, etc. through the website as mentors?
Catalogs too, I saw that. Okay.
Yeah, we've that's interesting, is we've had that discussion a lot, and we want to find the right balance approach, right? As a corporate team, right? I've been on some of those executive meetings where our focus is to provide you all the tools and the products to run your business, but at the same time, part of doing that is shirts and bags and pens and everything else too. So whether we do that ourselves, whether we have someone help us out with that, I don't know what the decision will be on that, and it's a decision that's probably been worked out, just because I've been heads down with the work. But we will have something like that for you soon, if not immediately at launch.
Okay, is that it? People place an order, will ship directly to them.
Yes, you do not have to deliver products because you're not in the delivery business, and quite frankly, neither are we. We work with some great partners both in the US and the UK, and we've got plans to do global distribution very well as we open up more networks and help you all help other people in other countries.
Will the pre-launch bonus continue past launch?
That is a great question. I don't know.
I don't know either.
There will be lots of promotions. I work extensively with the systems that handle compensation and perks and those kind of things, and I can tell you there's a non-stop list of ways that we can help you and incentivize the things that you're doing. So,
Well, we have catalogs. I don't know if you actually know the answer to that.
catalogs, like printed catalogs?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know that we'll do printed catalogs. I mean, we may not, especially being technology oriented. I try to get rid of as much paper as possible. It's my one attempt to be green.
You sound like Caleb.
Yes, Caleb's the same way.
You
So I know
don't
from the tech
understand.
team, there's a lot of things that we want to do to maybe do like a digital catalog. Even branded tablets or something would be a good solution in our eyes. But it comes down to you and what you guys need as well.
Will we be able to track how close we are to earning bonuses and incentives?
Yes, absolutely.
I've seen that too. It looks good.
Ooh.
Well, from what Chelsea was, the design
The
of it,
design.
I don't know anything beyond the design. But yeah.
We're working through the designs and they're enhancing every day. But yes, it's very, very exciting.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe customer order forms for home parties.
Customer order forms is a great thought. There's been a lot of discussion around that. I have the feeling that we might let you all drive that a little bit, because necessity is the mother of all creation, I think is the quote. And you will come up with a better order form than many of us will. I mean, obviously we have industry experts working with us, right, on the corporate team. But I suspect within the first week or two, someone's going to get fed up and make their own Excel spreadsheet or other similar style form, and then hopefully we can give you a spot to share those resources or provide a corporate standardized one, something like that. But we do always want to be careful because with customer order forms, you also want to be careful credit card information, all that kind of stuff. That's why digital bring your own device is a very big philosophy for us.
Yeah.
Limits the liability
Like
that you have as
square meter or
mentors.
something,
Yeah.
I've heard some confusion about payment. Are commissions instant or 3 hours after purchase? What about bonuses?
That's a great question. Bonuses, I believe you have to qualify for, and so they are tallied up at the end of the month. They may be paid out. I don't know what the business decision will be on that if they're paid out immediately, but I would imagine that they want to collect all the details for it. The commissions will be at least near real time, but our goal is to have real time payout on those what we call instant commissions, right? You have someone shop from you, you get paid back on it, right? That's what we want to do as fast as possible. There is always the consideration that if day one comes and 5,000 mentors make 50,000 sales in the first second, that's a lot of processing to handle. Not just on our end, we're actually pretty confident for that, but for any payment processor, because there's a level of fraud detection and validation and integrating with shipping and all these different things that have to happen too. But we want to get you your money as fast as possible. That's something that is kind of a gold star on the engineering team. That's something we want to kind of puff our chest out and say we pay faster than anybody. So that's the goal.
Okay, well, we'll do this very last question, okay?
Okay.
Well, actually, let's do 2 questions. So,
Okay.
let's do, what's your favorite product to date and why? Because that's just fun.
Oh.
And then Katie's question, Katie Bravery, will be the last question after I give you that.
Okay. My favorite product. I'm sitting far enough back, especially this time after finals, because I don't want you to see how little product I use, just because I'm naive more than anything. I'm excited to get our products and start learning about them and have my wife help me out. But I think my favorite is actually the Wrinkles Away cream, because when I go out and meet people in the world and I tell them what I do, and then it comes up that I work for a cosmetics company that we have found, right? It's always an interesting discussion, and especially the women, because they consume more products than the male population, right? When I start telling them about the products, I usually wait to say the Wrinkles Away cream 2 or 3 products in, because I know exactly what will happen, and the conversation stops and ends there, and they say, I want something good there. It doesn't. Yeah. I don't know. I do have wrinkles now. I've got 2 little kids that are driving me crazy.
Yeah, right. They're so cute.
They're cute. They're really great. But my 3-year-old son is a wild man. But everyone I talk to says the Wrinkles Away that they've tried in the past just doesn't work, or it makes their skin feel funny, or this or that or the other. I've never met anyone that says, "Oh no, I'm good on the Wrinkles Away portion. I don't want or need that."
I don't need any wrinkles.
You see the pictures of people posting their experiences with it, and they look really good, and it works. And I have actually used that product, and it works on me, and I don't feel like I just got Botox or something like that. It just feels natural. So.
Okay, Katie says, would the site be able to manage all the orders that are going to come in launch day? I have a lot.
Good. Yes. Yes, we want
That's like one of the things they're really making sure will happen.
Yes, yeah. Scale, just because we have so many, again, fabulous mentors. The mighty Maëlle mentors. We know that a lot of people are going to show up, and so every time we go into a meeting, we do our projections and we look at our infrastructure. I usually walk out saying, "Hey, we need more servers, we need more capacity. Let's scale our infrastructure up so that you can just sell like crazy."
Yeah. Okay. And Kaylin's last question is very similar. Concerned about the website lagging and or crashing on launch day or other busy days. So yeah, that's the same thing you just said.
Same question. It's
okay.
It is always a hard thing, right? I mean, major online retailers like Amazon and stuff, they still struggle sometimes when tons of people show up at their door. But for the numbers we're seeing and what we're expecting and the pent up demand, we are very confident that things will go fast and things will work well, and we will just like you will all be there to refresh the page and start making sales and watch them come in. We will be there too, and we'll be watching everything leading up to and after for really forever, but especially all hands on deck to make sure that things go as smooth as possible.
Okay, awesome. Thanks.
Cool.
Trixie, I see that you have a question, but just send it to me and I'll send it to Dave.
Yeah, and we want to, I said this I keep mentioning Brenda, right? Brenda's another, close friend of ours. She did a podcast, a public one, yeah.
Yeah, I shared it in my group.
But we want to, as an engineering team, we want to show up more often. Some of the guys are a little more camera shy than I am, but I want to get them out.
Yeah, you'll probably never see my husband.
No, I got plans.
He was supposed to be doing this, but now it's Dave, so.
That's all right.
My husband doesn't want to be involved really with the people side, so that's okay.
He's good with the engineering.
He's not a people. He actually is a people person, though.
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But he's not a people person.
Look for Brittaney at all the events where you meet her, and go talk to Caleb and talk to him about Italy, and you'll become best friends.
Yeah, and Caleb has removed himself from the mentor page like 4 times because
he keeps getting back in.
and people keep adding. That's okay though.
But we do, from the tech side especially, we do want to start opening up and having more transparency. We have literally been running so fast that we've been pretty quiet. That's the only reason you haven't seen me more too, kind of on those pages. But as we get up and running, we want to be loud. We want to be vocal. We're probably going to start doing Facebook Live posts to the mentor group, just saying, hey, we released something, kind of like the filters that we released last week, and talk through what the feature is and kind of tell you how to get at it and listen for some feedback. So
I don't know if you guys know this, but Dave's my sponsor. I have not really said that much because he's been so busy that most of you just know Chris because Chris answers all my questions. But Dave said he wants to be really involved now. So.
I do, and I am available to all of you. My time is split between the tech world and everything else, but ping me on Facebook. Send me some questions that you have, or invite me to your group. No.
But then you'll see everything that I'm doing. Okay.
That's okay. That's what I want to help. Okay. Brittaney knows the sales and the cosmetics and the people side much better than I ever will, which is why I'm so lucky to have her.
When I tell my team little secret things that I'm not supposed to tell them.
Oh, I won't drop dime on you. We're on the same team.
I've only done that a couple times, but it was like, oh, but you knew about those. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. And how many mentors do we have now? It's like 3,050 something, right? I just saw it in the.
I bet we'll hit 3,100 by tomorrow morning U.S. time.
Yeah, I'm at like 650 on my team now. So. Yeah.
I'm only at like 3.
Really
I'm going to be honest. So that should really show that we're heads down just working on.
Okay, when he says he's at 3, he means 3 personally sponsored.
3 personally sponsored.
Yeah, your team.
Well, I mean, I got
huge.
Yeah,
you have like a 800 person team or something.
I know. Well, I don't know about that, but
yeah, my team's majority, which that's okay. And Brenda's got a pretty big team, so
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm excited. I want to be a mentor more now. I want to start getting out and doing it a little bit. So.
Interesting.
What? You're not going to help me out?
No, I could see Jenna doing that.
Yeah, maybe.
She seems like she would be good at the recruiting, that kind of side of it. Yeah. So
my wife wants to be involved. She just got a book deal actually for her second novel, so she's a little swamped.
Which I posted before. Let's do a little plug really quick.
Oh, shamelessly.
His wife just had a book be published called Love and Gelato, and it's by Jenna Evans Welch. You guys should go buy it. It's really good.
See, she's more shameless than I am.
I have 3 books. I have 3 of them.
Oh, really?
Did you know that?
Well,
I got one for free, and I accidentally pre-ordered 2 on accident. So,
thank you.
Well, that's okay. I'll just give them as presents. One of them is for me. So,
awesome.
Anyway, yeah, and his wife's amazing. So
she is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You'll meet her if you're there tomorrow.
Yeah,
and anywhere else that I am, I'm going to drag her along. So.
All right, okay. I will talk to you guys later. My kids are in the other room. So,
bye, guys.
Bye.